If you're an artist, you probably have noticed the little symbols on pencils when buying a set from any brand. So, what does this code mean? Well, suffice to say, it is how hard the pencil is. Going into more detail, a regular pencil's core is made out of graphite. The more clay that is added to the core, the harder it is. Starting from the hardest to softest, we'll start at 9H, then goes to 8H, then 7H, and so on until it reaches H. Then you go on to F, then HB. This is where your typical number 2 pencil stands in this scale. As we move on to softer graphite, they will be labeled with B. It starts with B, then 2B, 3B, etc., going all the way till 9B. Knowing what these symbols mean is very helpful to knowing which pencil to use in which scenario. If you want a very light initial sketch, I would pick something in the H family. And as a tip, make sure not to press too hard with your H pencils. Since they are so hard, they can easily indent, scratch, or leave marks on your paper even if you try to erase it. Then, if you want to get deep, dark shadow shapes, I would choose something on the softer B side. Now, you're typically using multiple types of pencils in one drawing. So, you might start off with in 2H and make your way down to 4B. It all depends on how you work and what you want. To summarize and make this scale much easier to remember, I like to think H equals hard and B equals bold. Then, the bigger the number, the more extreme it is to their respective qualities. To give you a visual of what this scale looks like, I drew 10 different hands with 10 different pencils of different hardnesses throughout this video. We start at H, which as you can see is a little scratchy. You can still see the individual lines, and it is very hard to shade with and blend. Then we move on to HB, your normal school pencil, which is pretty standard to the sketches drawn in class in the margins. Next is 2B. You can start to see the darker tones you can get with this pencil, but can also still see the lines. Moving on to 3B and 4B, they look pretty similar, starting to get softer lines and deeper shadows. Then it is 5B. You can really start to see the super dark shades you can get with softer pencils. After that is 6B, 7B, 8B, and ending with 9B. They all start to give a more robust charcoal look with the more fuzzy line texture. As a side note, the quality of your lines also depends on the sharpness or bluntness of your pencil. And there you have it. Everything you need to know about your pencil and its little symbol.